Good morning. Welcome to the show. Happy Sunday. It's going down on a Sunday. We got lots of good mountain homes to walk you through. This week, we have 58 new homes hitting the market. Down, down, it seems like for the first time in months, we've typically been getting like 60, 70, 75, 80 one point. So we're down to 58 homes hitting the market this week. As we kind of hit the middle of the home selling year, but we still got a bunch of good bangers to walk through. If you're new to this is the weekend live stream where Sean Murphy, I walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area. We talk about Bailey, Blackhawk, Conifer, Evergreen, Morrison, Kittredge, Idledale, Idaho Springs, Blackhawk. I already say all those. But we go from the least expensive to the most expensive. So top of the list this week, we got 4.695. We get this banging view, bussin' view. And we got about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're gonna see how many of these we can get through before 10:30 today, Mountain Time. As you're jumping on, do like Christian White did. Say what's up in the comments below. Let me know where you guys are watching from today. Saturday typically draws the larger crew, but Friday night I just went to bed a little bit later, woke up not feeling too hot, and I was like, wow, I have to do the live stream, not feeling well. I have an open house right after this. I had an agent interview, and it was just like I need to sleep more, or I'm going to be just trash all day. So coming Sunday, typically we're doing this on Saturdays, but thanks for jumping on, Christian. Good morning to Christian and Ali White out there in Austin, Texas. Christian repping the new thumbnail there, the new profile photo. What's up? Didn't think I noticed. Oh, I noticed, man. All right. Let's get into it. Bottom of the list this week. We'll go a little bit we'll expedite the bottom of the list, and then we'll take our time. We'll slow it down like a 90s R&B song. We'll slow it down as we hit that like 550 to 800 price point. I think that's where a lot of people like to be looking. And then we'll definitely hit the top of the list as well. So let's get on into it. Our least expensive home of the week is 132 Jones Road. It's over in Bailey. It's probably in Harris Park if I'm uh if I'm right here. It is a one bedroom, zero bathroom, 670 square footer. It looks like a summer cabin. I don't know if this is going to have any water on it. Good old Jones Road back in Harris Park. I nailed it. Typically the bottom of the list back in Harris Park. Do not walk on the deck. The deck is not structurally sound. There is no well or septic. So this would be a cash deal. We'll just hum through this one here. Like a Buddhist chant. Windows look dated. It's again more of a summertime cabin. It'd be cash only or seller financing if it's available. You get the deep freezers. Looks like a hunting cabin for these guys with those deep freezers. Cool. And Harris Park is a little residential area. Look at those supports from back in the day. Oh man, sitting on a tree. But it's been there since 1955, so hopefully it's got some more years to go there. I'm wondering if you knew my elevation elevation on this one. You want to know? Road. That's also what we like to do. This one's probably, I mean, it's Harris Park. I guess Harris Park's probably at like 7,500. I don't know. Maybe what's my elevation's not going to be working today. And if you want to check out all these properties in all their glory, let me throw the list in the chat here for you real quick. That way you can see what's to come and if there is anything you're dying to see or dying to talk out more on or off this list, we can always dive into that for you. It looks like my website for that I use for elevation isn't loading. Let me see if I can find another one for us. What's my elevation? We might need to go to a new provider. Oh no, this one worked over here. Bada bing, bada boom. 132 Jones, 132 Jones Road. I'm guessing, I like to guess 7,500, I'm guessing. Jones Road. 88. Much higher than I thought. I'm usually off by like 100 feet. I guess I really haven't thrown in um Bailey in their Harris Park back in there before. That's crazy. Next up, we have 595 Divide Road over in Golden. This is going to be the Canyon Life. Zero bed, zero bath. Very much similar to the last one here. You got two lots. The property was built in 1958, sitting on 1.13 acres. Yeah, living that Coal Creek Canyon life. Just before you hit Wonderview there. So you'd be coming down on 72, kind of the North Golden area. The same story as last time. It's going to uh be cash, really cash only. Since conventional financing, you're going to need to have a well and septic on it. Does have electrical. Cool. Sweet. 175,000 what they're asking. Next up, well, we got some Cabiny Field homes this week. All right, this one looks like they took it off. 103 Baker Road. This also kind of looks back that Deer Creek Road back there. Two bedroom, one bathroom, 800 square feet. You've got electric. You've got, looks like you got well and septic on this as well. It is back in the Harris Park area. Back at the back, so back into the National Forest, which is kind of nice. Access is a lot of dirt roads to get back in there. 1974 on a 15,000 plus square foot lot. Cool. All right, you have a wood burner. It's no longer connected. I don't even see the port that you could port that in. I don't know why it's still sitting in the middle of the room there. Oh, they put in a new one, but they left you the old one. All right. All right. Rustic is the vibe. You do have a separate oven over there, but they wanted to keep the original, which are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I've seen a couple of those retrofitted. What did it say? Oh, it says winterized. I thought it said like uninterested. I'm like uninterested. Don't you? No, it's winterized. So they don't have water. So if you use that restroom during your showing, it's just gonna sit there. So don't do that. Cool. There you have it. Baker Road, asking price 290,000. All right, heading over to Central City. Get this little cutie over here. Cutie on the hill. You got parking's always a little persnickety. These are really cute homes, historic homes. Parking was a premium. These were old miner houses, and they didn't really care about having your garage or vehicle. So, terrain is a little bit steep too. So, really, that on-street parking for this 350 Spring Street, three bedroom, two bathroom, 1,457 square feet, built in 1890, sitting on a 7,800 square foot lot. And you are right up, kind of as you're coming down Central City Parkway, you're going to bust a right up Virginia Canyon, and you're going to be right there before the kind of the switchbacks there. So great location, especially if we're working down there at the resort. I like to look at these because they're pretty cute. Cute, smaller rooms. Nobody cared about primary bedrooms back in the day. Okay, you walk in and you walk through the bathroom to get to this side. Unique floor plan already. Maybe that's a maybe we're on that maybe we're on the second level with that. Maybe that's oh I was going backwards. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that might be a Jack and Jill restroom. This is maybe the back of the house on the hill. Oh, nice little backyard. Retaining wall looks decent. Some flat usable space. Spiral staircase. Okay. So unique. Some of these will sit longer just because of their uniqueness. The floor plan isn't that new modern open floor plan. So part of coming with a property that was built in 1890. Boob light up top. Windows. Some windows look updated, some look old. There, that's probably the primary upstairs. There you have it. 344,000 what they're asking for Spring Street. That's a fun fence. Fun railing there. We're going over to 470 Creekwood Trail over in Blackhawk. 6.3 acres and a mountain view. Doesn't say how many beds, bathrooms. Built in 1970, 6.3 acres. Where are we? There you kind of you're straddling 119 and 72, which is Coal Creek Canyon. So you are living that mountain life. Let me see if I can get you the property line here. Property line. Boom. There you go. 6.3 acres back into some national forest there. Boom. Mountainy view. Great little getaway. Great getaway spot. Roof. Uh that flat rolled roofing could use some love. All right. Well, the whole house could use some love. Ooh, we'll blaze through this one unless you have your looks like a 60 amp panel there. And that's it. That's all we have for the photos. All right. You get some fixture uppers at the bottom of the list this week. Dominate and straddle that mountain. All right. Christian's got some energy this morning. Good. Love to you love to see it. You love to see it. We're going over to Kittredge for this cute little two-bedroom, one and a half bathroom, 1,090 square foot property. This is 3477 Independence Trail, built in 2006, sitting on a it doesn't say actually size of the lot. Not sure, but they're not big because this is back in Kittredge here. So at on South End Road. So Kittredge's a cute little town. You got all kinds of shops and things going on over here. You got the gas station, and you're about 6 minutes to get on to downtown Evergreen, which there's a lot more to do over there. But awesome hiking and all kinds of things over here. Kowena Park, Lair of the Bear, Mount Falcon, or O'Fallon Park. All kinds of good hiking there, and then easy to get down to Red Rocks. House looks good. Looks like it's been updated. Cool. Yeah. Nice updates to the kitchen, back chill area. Parking again over here. Yeah, this one's got some decent parking. No garage, but parking's a premium over in Kittredge, or a luxury, maybe not a premium. You're not paying more for it, but because you typically can't get it. But parking is a flex. Cool. Windows look updated. Yeah, looks like they've done some nice updates to the property. There's a good sized primary as well. I mean, the property going from 1890 to 2006, they get some larger rooms, bigger bathrooms, better flow. Cool. Looking good. 449,000 what they're asking. Going over to Pine for 14550 South Elk Creek Road. Open house today, 1 to 3. This is a 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,310 square footer. And Elk Creek is Elk Creek and Pine Valley. They come off of 285 and they meet back in the town of Pine. So there you go. A little bit canyony back there, if that's a word. Canyony. And this is right on the turn there. So you don't get a ton of sunshine back in there, but you are right by the creek, which is kind of nice. Very quiet back in there. Cool. Deck looks good. Nice stacked stone foundation. It's a charmer. What year did I say this was built, or did I not say? 1940. Okay. Cool. It's tight. It's cute though. It's charming. It's rustic. Get the fire going in there. Get the snow falling. That's a good winter getaway. Cavernous is a good word for it. Cool. That's a funny sign. Bull and Brush Brewery. What's yours? Two kids exploring their bodies. This is 460,000 is the asking price. 1006 County Road 72 back in Bailey. A 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,521 square footer. Sitting on 1.9 acres, built in 1966. We are off of, so this is the Berland Ranchettes area. You come out, you're just down the road from the Loaf and Jug, just down the road from downtown Bailey, and just down the road from Pine Junction, where you'll have like Crossroads, more lumber, all kinds of things like that. Go see your girl GGB. Say what's up, Gigi. She on here with us today? Who else we got? Who's popping in? Good to have you. Nice ranch style, for the most part, ranch style home. Nice big carport, giant carport. You don't get to be brick homes out here in the mountains too. So partially brick home, nice nature windows. Looks like we could do some drywalling over here. Small project for you. Flooring could be updated. Paint, trim. That needs a little bit of love. Love the staging though, right? That's beautiful staging. They really pull that room together. All right. All right, there it is. Use some love. Windows, flooring, paint, trim, deck for sure. That deck is looking rough. And I don't see any supports out here. Use caution. Walk. Yeah, this thing is not looking good. All right. Cool. 463,000 is what they're asking. Going back to Bailey, staying in Bailey. This is 362 Raven Drive. They just did a 475,000, or I'm sorry, a 15K price drop down to 475,000, which is probably a good move. Dropping at 15K from what 490, so 475. A lot of people do their home search in $25,000 increments. So I am this is I'm suspecting you're going to get uh, a different buyer pool. You're going to get more buyers that are going, up to 475 in the price point. This is a 1.2 acre property built in 1979. There you go. There's your spread here. So back in the back end of the Berlin Ranchettes area. Let's check it out. Deck could use some love. You got to seal those decks. We get some iPhone photos, so we're gonna blow through this. iPhone photos. Move in and have a rave. Invite the neighbors. Okay, you could do that at any house. Ooh, what's the rock room? All right, need some love. Getting, I think a couple weeks ago we had like there was no fixer uppers. The bottom of the list this week is all fixer uppers. 475,000 for Raven Drive. Lump Gulch, 1763 Lump Gulch, for sale, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,562 square feet. Sitting on a 1.3 acre lot built in 1902. Cool. There's your little spread. Looks like you have a big detached garage there. So off of 119, did I say Bailey's is back in Blackhawk here? Pretty far back there too. You're right where those quick roundabouts. You got three of them right in a row before you hit Rolandsville. Looks like you're coming up Lump Gulch here. I'm guessing you're in Lump Gulch Road. This yeah, it's a nice quiet area back in there. Your closest town's probably Nederland. We got that old historic stove there. What's there? This kitchen is seasoned with love. That's adorable. Also cavernous, also iPhone photos. Come on. Come on. Let's get this showing at its best with some pro photos here. Unique size bedroom. Anytime I see that bed with the bunk beds, I'm thinking it's probably some type of short-term rental back in there. Because you really want your kids sleeping in the same room with you as they get older. I put these lists together. Actually, I think I said I was going to drop the list. There's the list right there. No, Christian, I just have a home search, saved search set up for uh certain area, so the map view, and then looking at what's hit the market the past 7 days. That's what I do. So 499,000. You see, I just drew the outline of the areas that we wanted to do, and I have a search set up for past 7 days hitting the market. Anything but land. 2 bits. Now these I'm you know what? I'm gonna keep going through this one. I'm so sick of the iPhone photos. And we've got a lot of fixer uppers this week. Let's get in some real turnkey homes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna move through 98 2 bits street, unit 3, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,838 square feet, 3.6 acres. That's the highlight there. Built in 1984. That was a great year. So the back end of Deer Creek Road there. A lot of these properties, 2 bits, Vigilante, Desperado, Hangman's Road, all those. That's where this one is. And You're not too far from a lot of national and state forests back in here. You'll get the elk, you'll get the moose, and all that type of stuff. But just the iPhone photos, it's just that's it. That's all we have too. So there you have it, 500,000 even for 2 bits. Keep it moving. 1682 Clark Road. We got pro photos. Thank you, Clark Road. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,556 square feet. Sitting on 1 acre, built in 1977. Right off a Stagecoach. So you're not Stagecoach in Evergreen, I guess. Um Back in Elk Creek Meadow or Elk Creek Highland, I think is the Elk Creek Highlands subdivision, right by Harris Park, which means you're about 15, 20 minutes to get back out to 285 there, right by the loafing jug. Great views though. House looks good. Siding could use a little bit of love. The deck looks pretty good though. Oh, no. There you go. Moose be moosing back in there. Nice nature windows. Cool, nice high vaulted ceilings. Tongue and groove. Nice big open kitchen with the peninsula there. So good flow, good hang, good view to the outdoors. Lots to do back in there. Hiking, off roading, all kinds of stuff. Oh, we got a little athlete here. Oh no, I was looking. I thought those were medals. Those are just stickers. I don't know. They some form of fitness enthusiast. See the ski boots. No medals though. No medals. More of a recreationalist. All right, the hot tub. Check, check. Yeah, siding could use some love. But other than that, it's looking good. 515,000 is the asking price. Someone could sneak in a Rick roll, like on the homes. I don't think the MLS would let us sneak in a Rick roll for a home. And you have to tie it to an address. Maybe one of the photos, is what you're saying. I got one coming up in Georgetown. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. 280 Bunny Road. That's cute. Cute 280 Bunny Road. Nice ranch style house here. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,344 square feet. And you see a lot of this Berlin Ranchettes. You do see a lot of the mountain market really starts to hit after July 4th, especially some of these areas that are a little bit further out because they're trying to pick up on some of those outdoor enthusiasts, people that are going to be back in there, checking out, doing their summer adventures, looking for another property. So 40,500 square foot lot. That's almost an acre there in the Berlin Ranchettes area. This little bunny road here. Take you right out to the Loaf and Jug on Rosalie. So kind of not exactly Berlin Ranchettes, but close enough. Oh no, Rosalie is Roland is the one that's kind of outside of the Berlin Ranchettes area. Cool. Nice metal roof, like I said, ranch style living. Looks good. Walkout basement. Other nice thing about our homes out here, they're not too basementy. A lot of them. I like that East Coast basement that feels sometimes like a dungeon. Most of ours, because of the terrain, we get that walkout basement. Cool. Looks like a pine box. Cool. This one also looks like a short-term rental or something like that. Sometimes you just get that vibe. You get that feel. It was a rental. All right. Yeah, a little bit unique setup there. Squeeze through to get to the door. Unique rooms. Okay. It's one of those ones where you get in there, the flow might feel a little bit off to you. But you gotta go see. It's hard to tell from the photos sometimes. That's Bunny Road, 540,000. 1820 Lazy Z Road, Unit A, Netherland. Netherland is like the outskirts of this list. We're getting a lot of Blackhawk, a lot of Bailey, a lot of those properties that are 45 minutes to an hour to get back down the hill. But Netherland's a town. It's a cute town. I actually had an open house at my new listing down in the Sunnyside neighborhood of Denver. I had a someone came in from Netherland, nice gal. She's looking for an investment property. And it's just so funny that Foothills mountain people, we just look a little bit different. I put on my front range costume, looking a little bit sharper, but typically I'm in like boots and jeans showing mountain properties. And she came in like boots and a t-shirt, and we're just kind of exploring the areas. But we were talking about Netherland, the carousel of happiness, the little what's it something and brews. There's a lot of good food places, and then there's that old like um train, like what do you call it, stagecoach type thing that was converted to a coffee shop. Let me pull a couple of those up. I'm gonna give you a little bit. Netherland. Um Let me see, the carousel of happiness. Netherlands, good vibes, good people. You're right there by Eldora Ski Resort. You get the carousel of happiness. Is it gonna work? There you go. Old historic, really cute merry-go-round. All kinds of different animals on it. The zebra, my favorite, my spirit animal. Aside from them always getting just mashed by alligators, but like super cute, super cool, right? You got a dolphin in the mountains. Hell yeah! And then there's let me look up the Netherland um coffee. As the one I'm looking for here. Train cars coffee. This thing is cool. Very tight. It's tight in there, but they it's right off 119 as you're coming into town. So just like cool stuff. Netherlands it's just a vibe. Anyways, we got a Netherland property we're gonna get into here. Oh, let me give you more details. Sorry. Two bedroom, one bath, 922 square feet, 1.03 acres. A long lot there. Dirt road. Excuse me. Cool. Close to Gross Reservoir. So there's all kinds of outdoor stuff going on over there. Surrounded by a lot of, excuse me, national forests and all kinds of stuff. So you don't need a huge lot there to have a whole lot of fun. See what I did there? Cool. You got the solar. Nice. Panels look good. Looks like maybe a power bank for the solar. So when the power cuts off, you could still get your well going. That looks like a septic cap there. So your leach field is probably running out this way. Deck looks good. Looks like some type of composite material. Wonder what that mirror is for right there. What is that mirror for? Maybe so you could watch the sliding glass door behind you? I don't know. I don't understand. Cool. That's probably the primary up top. Looks like electric heat, which you get the solar there, so that's fine. Cool. Got the elk herd. Got the moose, baby moose, moosin'. Cool. There you go. Netherlands hardly ever making it into our territory here, but it had to give a shout out to 1820 Lazy Z Road, 548,350,000. That's a very specific price, Nicholas. Nicholas, look at this sly dog over here. What do you guys got going on this weekend? Anything fun? Anything exciting? We are in the depths of the heat of the summer here, so it's like 9 o'clock. Shut the windows. You know, a lot of these homes won't have cooling, but it's really easy to keep your house cool as long as you open the windows in the night, let that cool air come through, fill the house, and then right around like 9 a.m. Shut the windows for most of the day. Keep that heat out. 10 Juniper Way back in Bailey. Gosh, we are Bailey, Blackhawk. We will get into some Evergreen other areas, but you'll notice those are higher priced areas, more sought after. 1970s when this one was built, 1.12 acres. We are back in that Elk Creek Highlands area again. 15 minutes to get back out. Man, Bailey is selling. Well, Bailey is going on the market. Is Bailey selling? Last market update I did, Bailey is one of the areas that are slowing down, seeing more of the 40 plus days on market, mainly because short-term rental rules getting a little stricter. That's where we're seeing some of these short-term rules rentals come up on the market. Second home buyers, as the world is getting more expensive, those are starting to fall off a little bit, and that was a big thing for Bailey. So a lot of short-term rentals, a lot of secondary homes, a nice peninsula, nice counters on this one. Cool. We're not seeing huge price reduction. You are seeing like most properties do have some level of price reduction, but we're not seeing like 10, 20% off the price. They're just comfortable just sitting a little bit longer and oh, that's a nice covered deck there. Sitting a little bit longer, lowering the price a little bit. Cool, looking good. That is 10 Juniper Way, 580,000. Over in Golden Gate Canyon. Gosh, we can't get into the mainland, huh? Two bedroom, one and a half bathroom, 1,403 square feet. This is 100 Raptor Point Road. That's a cool name. 5.8-acre lot. There you go. Right off of Robinson Hill. So this will connect right down to um well actually I thought this was Robinson Hill. Oh, that's Dory Hill. I mixed up Robinson Hill and Dory Hill. So Robinson Hill, you're actually not too far up the canyon here. And actually you could come up 6th, take this road and Robinson Hill Road. A lot of cool properties back in here. So it's actually not that far back. I mean, it's about the same to get to um Idaho Springs, even though you're taking the canyon, just because it's a little bit windier, but pops you right out to Golden. So I like the area. Some of these homes have deferred maintenance I've seen, and but they come with larger lots. Nice metal roof on this one. Yeah, this one looks good. Windows look a little bit older. Anytime you see that, crank that window. Anytime you see that, crank that window. Typically aren't the newer ones. Typically, these aren't the oldest ones, but they're not the newest. Yeah, this one's not too bad. I've seen much worse back in this area. Cool, nice open living area there. Cool, okay. You tucked in there, nice and quiet, good stargazing, and again, not too far to get back down the hill. 585 is what they're asking for. Whoops. Over in Conifer, first Conifer home of the week. Wow. What a pile of sticks. Looking rough, rough. 11173 South Barney Gulch Road. What was that dog's name? Where are my millennials at? Was it was it McGruff? Was that his name? The crime dog? Rough McGruff, maybe? That's what this house is. Rough McGruff. 19.94 acres. I feel like this one was on the market a while ago because the location isn't bad, but the house was terrible. I think it was a hoarder home too, or something like that. So, found to me, it looks like foundation, electrical issues. So, like just some bigger ticket items. Now, I don't know exactly. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got a lot of experience in these mountain homes, and that one, it's like if they're not paying attention to the aesthetic, it's rare that they're taking care of the essentials of the property. Yeah, okay, right here. Do not attempt to enter the house during your showing, as it is not safe to do home. The house is not um habitable at the time. Supervised tours. Okay. Sold as is. You get it, right? I'll show you the area though. Cool. So like I said, not just past Conifer Gulch, up Kerr Gulch Road. Yeah, Kennedy Gulch Road. Up Kennedy Gulch Road, right there, not too high. We could check out the elevation. I'm guessing probably 8,500. It's not gonna come up. All right, we're moving on. Let's see it. Do we have any photos to the inside? No. By design. They don't want to show you. It's bad. It's bad. It's gonna be like who was the fighter? Dustin. Dustin Poirier. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. 599.9 is what they're asking. All right, we got the page one here. We're getting to get some better homes here. Hang with us. I know we've seen a whole lot of nothing that you can move into right away, but we're getting into it. Here we go. Page one, much better. Open house today, 10 to 4, over at 33090 Janelle Circle. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,088 square feet. Sitting on 2.16 acres, built in 1981. Janelle, where are you, girl? Okay, up Coal Creek Canyon Road, right by Wonderview. See these property lines. There you go. You got some woods, you got a hill, get that BMX bike course going back in there. You got a nice little, that looks like a front range view, which you're going to get the twinkle of the city. I love a little twinkle of the city tucked in there. It looks like insurance companies might want to get you to take down some of those trees. Looking pretty close to the frame of the house. Nice big open floor plan up top. Yeah, that's going to look great because it'll be dark right here. And then you'll have all that twinkle of the city lights. I love it. And that's where the sun's going to come up. I'm a morning sun guy. Cool. That looks like the primary, big primary. Looks like boiler heat as well. Okay. Cool. Separate living space downstairs. The flooring is unique. Couple of water holding tanks. Now, don't, I always say this, don't let those scare you. Even if you have a low flow um well, these will fill up at night, and then your water, if you're running the washer, dishwasher, uh taking a shower, it's going to pool from these. Looks like about 300 or so gallons there. pull from those first so you have steady flow throughout the day. Siding looks like it's been updated. Railing looks great. Exterior looks solid. Yeah, not bad. 600,000 even is what they're asking. A little A-frame. Cute little A-frame. I like the idea of an A-frame, but sometimes without the now this one has a basement on it too, which I think is great. So a lot of times with the A-frame, that first level is like that's where a lot of the stuff is. The second level can be a little bit tight, but this looks like a big old A-frame, and you have the walkout basement. Looks good. A big A-frame. Oh, let me give you all the deets. 194 Long Drive Road, back in Bailey. 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 360 square feet. That's a big A-frame. Built 1972, sitting on 1.2 acres. Where are we? Cool. So like the kind of the back north end of the Berlin Ranchettes area. Take you right out on Rosalie here. Take you right out back to Roland Valley. I always mix up Rosalie and Roland. Uh Take you right back out to 285. There's your acreage. Plenty of usable land. I like it. I think it's cool. Deck looks okay. Cool. I mean, for an A-frame, that's wide. Yeah, this is a big, wide, girthy, sturdy A-frame. I like my A-frames like I like my women. Sturdy, strong stems. Okay, got a little fireplace in the bedroom there. Yeah, it looks good. A lot of crap. Looks like we had a little homestead over here. Not the walkout. I guess you call that a walkout. There's a door. You walk out, but cool. All right. Decent. Definitely decent. $629,900 is what they're asking. 38 Pinion Road over in Bailey. Gosh, we are just Bailey is bussing. I love the black exterior. I like the mood on this. Look at this photo. That's a good photo. I like that. Black mulch. What a vibe. All right, here we go. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,946 square feet. That's good bedrooms. That's good bathrooms. That's good square footage. Two separate living spaces. You'll feel comfortable in this place. Built in 1994, sitting on a 26,000 square foot lot. Go back in Berlin Ranchettes area. Flat usable land. Good mitigation. Circle driveway. Cool. Oh yeah, I like this one. What's this priced at? I should have bought this one. Should have bought this house. I mean, Bailey's a little bit far from me for what I do. I'd be a Bailey Conifer agent more than anything, but I still am a Bailey Conifer agent, but it's just hard to go from Bailey back over to like Idaho Springs, north end of Evergreen, all that stuff. Love the green couch. Love the layout. Yeah, I'm feeling this too. That's sweet. That's awesome. Nice kitchen. Okay. Nice peninsula there. Oh, we got moody bathroom. That's cute. Got character. It's got some charm. Oh, it's like that's a small primary at first, but it's not. It's huge. Wood burning fireplace with the carpet. Mm. I'm not. I'm a pellet stove or electric stove. I love the ambiance of a wood burning fireplace, but I like that in the living room, because you're going to be out there hanging out. But when you go into bed, I prefer a pellet stove or something because otherwise you're going to just need to be feeding it throughout the night. Deck looks new. Cool. RV parking, RV hookup, 38 pinion looking good. 643,000. What's up, Kevin and Teresa? How you guys doing? How's the weather out there? Are you guys ready to move to, both of you, Christian and Kevin? You ready to move to an arid climate without the bugs and the humidity? This is typically the time of year that I get people that are like, dude, this is our last summer of this shit. We can't handle it. All right. And I welcome that. Hilldale Pines over in Morrison is next. This is 20341 Cypress Drive, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,270 square feet. 5 days on the absolutely crappy weather. That's what I'm saying. 1979 when it was built, on almost an acre. You get a $4 monthly HOA fee. I hope you could swing it. This is for the Hilldale Pines area. It's kind of a little offshoot on Turkey Creek, so you go easily back down the hill, easily over at Aspen Park. Cool little community over here. Some of these are up on the hill after the switchbacks. This one, not bad. You're not too high up there. So if the access is an issue to you, you don't want something super wily. This is a for Hilldale Pines. This is an easy access spot here. Cool. Nice ranch style up top, metal roof, huge landing space, lots of furniture in this house. Look past the furniture. That's a decent size room right there. They used to love to do the stairs right down the middle. This was such a thing to do. I mean, usually the walls were straight up, so it looks like they opened up this up, which is good. With kind of a galley kitchen, double oven, fluorescent lighting. Hell yeah. Just joking. Just joking on the. I'm an anti big light guy. Nice big primary, 3/4 shower in there. Nice office. That's where you get shredded. Nice deck. Cool. All right. Detached garage. Looks nice and private, nice and quiet over in there. So yeah, Hilldale Pines, a lot of these are up on the hill. You got the city view. There's that road over there called City View. This is more of the flat area there. 675,000 is what they're asking. 50 shades of rustic. Yeah, it is. No, you guys are on fire today. You guys are on fire. All right, Evergreen, our first Evergreen home of the week. This is 3058 Bergen Point Trail, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,061 square feet. I got all my beverages. I got my electrolytes, I got my iced coffee, and I got my monster from that I didn't complete yesterday. All cons are fired up. All right, let's go. Now, is this connected? No, this looks like a single family home. Might be the guessing it's the what's it called? Um what's that hill over there called that I always have a hard time saying? All right, we'll figure it out. Built in 2008, 4,000 square foot lot. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. The El Pinion area. El Pinal. So right off of Evergreen Parkway, you see these houses right as you pass the park there. Right by the park, right by actually park, I think is. We'll see. Let's see it together. Whoops. Cool. So it does feel very residential. Where's that park? Yeah, the Stagecoach Fields. So right past there, so all the elk and everything like that. Right here is where they have the rodeo every Father's Day weekend. That's very cool. So you're super connected to everything here. You could even come up right here to Castle Court, and at 6 a.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, you can give your best shot at choking me out at Evergreen Jiu-Jitsu. Always a good time, always fun playing fake murder. So really good location for this one. Public water, public sewer, and a lot of these are small, small lots. So 4,000 square feet is actually pretty decent for this. You got the AC system up here, the splitter. But this is like a, you don't have the huge lot, you don't have the huge privacy. This is like I want to be in the mountains, the mittens. I want to be in the mountains. I want to have access to everything, but I still want some of those modern luxuries. Yeah, not really a house to walk around naked in. You see a lot of your neighbors. You can walk around. I guess no, you're not supposed to walk. I guess the rule is if they could see you from the street, you're not supposed to be naked inside your house. So they say, unless you have cool neighbors or you're real hot mama. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All right, that's Bergen Point Trail. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. I always get compliments on this shirt. Um, I usually just like black and plain. It's just so easy. I'm one of those like likes to wear black, but I fight against the need to add a little color into my wardrobe. Am I on it? Where am I on this? Why am I not there? Probably because I'm not paying them anymore. Come on, go back. Go back. There we go. All right, over in Golden, this is Coal Creek Canyon. 31760 Hilltop Road, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,706 square feet, fully remodeled in 2006, completely rebuilt in 2003. Originally, it was a 1953 home. 1.01 acres. Oh, yeah, it looks like a good spot. Yeah, kind of back by water view. So yeah, about 20 minutes, let's say, tops to get down the hill. Easy to shoot over to Netherland from here too. You're right by Wonderview. Let me show you the lot lines because that does look like a good spot. Yeah, you got a good spread there, nice and flat. Got the ballparks. What is this place here? Ranch Ellis. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. How do I get the? No, I thought there was an option for like local features. Guess not. All right, we'll keep going. Siding looks good. Garage looks good. Windows look good. Deck looks good. Hot tub, hot and bubbly. Oh, happy day. Nice big island wraparound counter with the peninsula. Good flow. Yeah, looks like everything's been touched. Unlike Madonna. No, exactly like Madonna. Everything's been touched multiple times. Did we just say something about Madonna? Just age. I'm tired of these. And I know it's an old bit. A lot of comedians have already said this, but like just age, gals. Age gracefully. Stop trying to be hot in your 60s. Be beautiful. You're beautiful older women. Stop trying to be hot. Anyways, that's my little PSA today. 749,000 is the asking price. Golden Gate Canyon. Jeez, we got so many canyon life. This is a unique list this week for sure. 11743 Hillcrest Road, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,794 square feet. Looks like we got a banger of a view. Look at that. Those are the photos. If I'm helping you sell the house, send me this stuff. And we're getting all the elk, all the deer. getting ready for the rut season. Tourists, stay away. Every year I see one of you guys get stuck, stumped, or stuck, stuck, stomped, got. I don't know. You get got. Don't get too close. You women, you're not nature whisperers. This is not your Disney movie. 1.11 acre. Why am I coming? I'm coming down on the ladies today. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm telling you how to age. I'm telling you what not to do. But all you need to do is shut up and listen to us. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know my girlfriend's upstairs listening to this. That's also why the theatrics. Big old couch, big old landing space, nice flow to the outdoors to the windows. That is a giant couch. Oh yeah, I think we all saw the video of the grandpa being tossed by the bison. Now, in the grandpa's defense, that guy was just walking by. That was an innocent trying to mind his business, and he got stuck. The big thing for me is like we all have our right. We all have our our scenarios. Maybe it's just a dude thing. Your scenario is like, what am I gonna do if an elk or a moose or a bison charge me? For elk, moose, bison, I'm like behind a big tree guy. You know, for the moose and bison and those guys, don't get behind the little thin trees, right? Get behind the big tree that you can use your agility to um to get out of the way. But when it comes to my biggest fear, bear or mountain lion, black bears mainly for the most part out here. They'll leave you alone. Try to stay in a group. Nice big garage. Get a water holding tank over there. It's the mountain lions, and I've never seen a mountain lion in person. I've been here like 18 years. Never seen one. I know they've seen me. But what I like about the mountain lion idea is that at least they're gonna go for my neck and it's gonna be quick. Right? I've been choked out enough in jujitsu, and I'm like, hey, like that, you could fade pretty quick. It's the bear that'll just hold you down and take bites out of you. That's not my adventure. Not my journey. 750,000. Idaho Springs up Little Bear Creek Road. Unique little area. I'll tell you all about it. 1419 Little Bear Creek Road, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,818 square feet. Built in 1997, sitting on 1.19 acres. Now, Little Bear Creek Road, it's a little bit dirt switchbacky. You could choose your adventure. Oh, this is actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. A lot of Little Bear Creek Road is down here. Oh, this is actually the top. Idaho Springs here. So say there's something going on, there's an accident, or you just want to take the fun summer road to get out to Idaho Springs or the mountains. You could take this switchbacky way. Otherwise, you're right by Echo Hills. Those Clear Creek County. The Echo Hills is right over here. Boom. Echo Hills. So you're a little bit higher in elevation. We'll look it up here. But then you're about from here, I'm gonna say 20-ish minutes to get back to Bergen Park. So you kind of are in the middle of nowhere a little bit, but cool neighborhood. I like the neighbors. Feels a little bit more blue collar for sure. Pull up the property line. Nice tucked in the trees there. Cool. Um, yeah, let's plug in the elevation. So I say it's not for everyone up here, but Clear Creek County taxes and a little bit of privacy. You're not too far away, but typically that like 20 minutes to get back down to a town, which this one really is. That's where I see a lot of people are like, just a little bit further, too far out from where I wanted to be. But a good one to drive on the like a recon trip just to see it. 9,000 feet elevation, so you are a little bit higher. Nice and private back in there, though. Oh, we got that blue green carpet with the purple. We got Charlotte Hornets fans here. What's going on? Cool. All right. A lot of blue carpet. I don't mind it. I don't know. I don't like it. Every time I just see carpet that I'm like, you're gonna want to change out at some point. I love the metal roof. Oh, love that view. All right, all right, all right. You're selling me a little bit here. Um, it's just like the carpet is just such a pain in the ass to once you move in, it's such a pain in the ass to change out. Asking price 759,000. It's a unique one. Central City, we are this is the most like obscure kind of a lot of listings in the like lesser like the areas that don't have too many homes come up that often, like Central City, Netherland, Blackhawk, Coal Creek Canyon, Bailey. We've had a ton of that. Um, Interested to see that. I'm guessing the top of the list will be where our Evergreen stuff is as usual, but a lot of these kind of unique areas for you guys this week. Central City, this is a new construction in Central City. Jessica Anderson, I like her. She used to be a Moxie agent. We are actually all out of women on our team. We are all I call us the moms, the men of Moxie at this point. We need to get some gals on the team though. But Jessica used to be on our team. One of those agents, newer agents, got her up, got her good, rocking and rolling, and then she decided to go do her own thing. Good agent, sweet gal. Anyways, I just wanted to give her her flowers. I like Jessica. Three bedroom, two bathroom, 2,077 square feet, a 100 Roworth Street. You don't see many new construction stuff over there. 6,098 square foot lot, which is oh, and you're kind of okay. Yeah, right by that switchback of Virginia Canyon. So right up the road from Central City, Blackhawk. Easy to get over to Cold Creek Canyon. I'm sorry, Clear Creek, Central City Parkway. Let me slow down my talking a little bit here. Um, so this is Golden Gate Canyon type thing here. And then this Central City Parkway, which connects over to I-70, they put this in here for the sole reason to get people to stop to Central City before they hit Blackhawk. Central City, I think, is like a kind of like a not trapped in time, but frozen in time city where Blackhawk like casino area where Blackhawk is like Monarch, the big huge buildings and everything like that. So Central City is definitely a fun vibe and a lot of like those homes just again like garages and everything. So what I was gonna say is I do anticipate here homes being built up on this Central City Parkway. So you're looking to grab some land, maybe along this Central City Parkway here. Cool. Let's get into it. The new home, new. Oh, it looks like they're putting a few homes over in here. So there is the canyon there. This is Virginia Road up here. Yeah, I didn't really see these new homes being built over here. But there's Central City right there. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Landscaping could use some love, as with most new home construction. Big open floor plan, nice big kitchen. Oh, there's a okay. They got four of them up there. So, tight quarters. I mean, that's most Central City though. There you go. I wonder if she's got a picture of Blackhawk. So Central City, you can see it looks older. Blackhawk. And then if you guys aren't familiar, I'm not a big casino guy. I like to go over there for food and stuff, but the house always wins and they always get your money. Let me show you a picture of Blackhawk if you guys aren't too familiar, just for a little contrast. Yeah, Blackhawk, like much more built up now. Still cool, still cute, but feels just more like a casino town. That's more Central City there. It's a cute area. Anyways, that's a 760,000. A big house here. It says only, oh, I guess there's no basement. Looks way bigger, unless that's a giant garage. 84 Albert Drive, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,064 square feet. Keep in mind, homes.com doesn't show unfinished square footage, so it does look more than 2,000 square feet, but maybe there's some unfinished basement. Open house today. I thought it said open house. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it was yesterday. We can go over for a private showing. Hit me up. 22,600 square foot lot built in 1981. Right off of 119 there. Oh, Rolandsville. So you're back in Rolandsville up behind the little coffee shop bar area. Closest town's going to be Netherland just up the road. Rolandsville. Big old garage. Looks like it's got a studio up top. Okay, nice big open floor plan. Well, ish. I'll say ish. And not, I'll say somewhat open floor plan. I take back the nice big open. Cool. Sunshades, and that's necessary. Feels very, feels traditional. Looks good though. Looks clean. Primary bathroom with 3/4 little office. Looks like they used to have a shower here and they took it out for some reason. Bay window, our first bay window this week to sit with your bay. All right. It's cute. It's fine. There's your studio. Eat well, travel more. Some things about these studios though, it's just like great yoga spot, great office, great like kids hang. The only thing that I sometimes the over garage things is like if there's no bathroom, it's like it's hard to put somebody in there, you know, like to stay. Cool. I'd just go outside and pee off the balcony. No lie. No cap, as they say. 775,000. Nothing better as a man going outside and just peeing in the woods. Can I get a hill yet, brothers? 33758 Harmon Road over in Pine Junction, neighbor. Look at that giant shop. Get your toys, boys or ladies. You got a lift in there. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,068, 680 square feet. The garage is probably the same size. Modern updates, farmhouse charm, dream workshop. I think that's accurate. Built in 1979, sitting on 1.24 acres, back behind, just but now good location. So you're back behind Pine Junction area. So you got the crossroads, more lumber, stuff like that that are going to pass right here, and a little residential area. Uh, I say it's like nice, flat, usable acreage. Most of it's private. This one's got a couple, an acre and a quarter. Let's look at the property line. Cool. Yeah, nice private neighbor over here, bunch of trees. You're not gonna see anybody. You got trees here too. So nice private flat lot that's very easily accessible to 285 to get out. I'll show you like the more lumber and everything is right just up this road. Yeah, there's the where am I at? I went the wrong way. Oh, here we go. Here's where the more lumber and everything is. The second exit. So you got Crossroads, you got a little coffee shop over here, little convenience grocery store. Your big box shopping would be Going down to Aspen Park, you got the big R hardware store. I mean, More Lumber's got a bunch of stuff here. Um, and Crossroads, good brisket, food, stuff like that. So cool area. Nice ranch style living too. So if you're getting older, you're looking for that long-term play, this is good. Whoa, yeah, that's where you watch the game. But that's sweet. As I say, go over to Crossroads to watch the game, but I like watching games in UFC at my house. I like to be able to hear. I like to not be by the drunk guy that's overly zealous about his team, like he plays for them. That weird thing about sports, especially as you're getting older. I'm in my 40s now, 42 years old, and I like to root for people, but I don't like Broncos fan. Like I like I wish them to do well. I want the city to be happy, but I don't play for them. They don't pay my bills. So if I have something more important to do for my business on Sunday, I'm gonna do that rather than watch the game. I think it's sometimes weird to not do things that you need to for your own personal life to watch a game for a team that doesn't pay your bills. And also, I'm on my soapbox today, guys. Also, wearing the jersey of a 20-year-old guy is kind of weird to me anymore. It's like, what do you want to be like him? You're like putting on his costume. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I got weird thoughts, guys. $784,500 looks good. That shop is gonna draw somebody in. Somebody is drooling over that. Going over to Conifer, 11743 Braun Way. 3 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 200, 2,565 square feet. Look at the view. Kings Valley neighborhood, cool area. A lot of this area is community water. See if they have it here. I don't see their utilities. 19,000 square foot lot. A lot of that is on a hill though, but you get the view, which is sick. A little higher up there. I'm gonna say you're probably at 9,000 feet. You got to hit a little bit of switchbacks to get up there. So all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. They do a good job of maintaining this road. And this Kings Valley to Pike View to Leavenworth. That's kind of the main road in there. So you're not much traffic coming by you. You go driveway doesn't look too hard to get up, and you get the sweet, awesome, sexy view. I'll back up just for the newbies. Kings Valley here, right past Aspen Park here. So nice. Let's check the elevation here. What did I say? 9,000. I'm gonna say 9,100. 11743. Ron crushed it. Crushed it. Off by 25 feet. What a G. Big old deck. Huge deck. Huge. Nice open floor plan. The views of Kings Valley are fire. See all the storms rolling in. The snow on the peaks is epic. Um, yeah, the views, and it's south facing too, so tons of great sunshine. You'll want some umbrellas or shades or something on that deck. Giant primary with its own deck there. Five piece, the 5 piece on the primary bath. Master, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't care. Window happiness for sure. 3-car garage. Hard to come by a 3-car garage over here, too. All right. I like this one. And you see, like, if you look at the aerial, you got this neighbor right here. They're looking at your roof. Your deck is going to be private sitting there. So that wouldn't bother me at all. There you go. Living on the edge. You can live on the hill. Cool. Looks good. Not too great for like bocce or what's the get croquet or cornhole, but you got space for the dogs to go out and pee and stuff. Cool. Looks good. That is 11743 Broadway, 785,000 is the asking price. Another three-car garage. Kings Valley, another Kings Valley property here. 12126 Hosman Circle. Three bedroom, three bathroom, 1,486 square feet. Sitting on a 20,000 square foot lot. Built in 1995. Not too far up Kings Valley. You got a little shopping center down here too. So this one might not have the same views. You got to go higher to get the views. Um, but you'll see here, got a little shopping center, a little coffee shop, things down here, gas station. This is very likely one that's going to be on the public water, public sewer because you're low. Cool. Big kitchen, big counters. Nice. So much counter space. Sometimes I see counters like that. I'm like, I gotta be careful. It's like too much of a catch-all for me. I just drop my shit. Cool. Nice floor plan. Primary, two closets, primary bath with a full primary bath there. The shower, tub. Like they had a little swing or something here. A swing chair. Maybe some. I'm not gonna say it. Cool. Looks good. Looks well maintained. Deck looks good. Siding looks good. Yeah, under here, deck looks good. You don't see any rotting. Somewhat usable. That's perfect. That's pretty flat. There you go. Looks like they did a little bit of tree mitigation too. Easy in, easy out. Hossman, 799,000. Over to Blackhawk, 805 Lodge Pool Drive. I think this is Dory Lakes area. Four bedroom, three bathroom, 3,526 square feet. Great windows right there. Sellers offering 15K in concessions for a rate buy down. There you go. Dory Lakes. It is Dory Lakes. I am right. 1.28 acres. I really like Dory Lakes. You got access to the lakes, nice little community. They have the schools not far. They get a little playground and all kinds of good stuff over here for the kiddos. The baseball field, right? Yeah, there you go. Pete Goins Memorial Park right there. Cool. School. Where's the school at? That's somewhere right over here. Maybe it's by closer to Missouri Lakes. No, I passed it. Anyways, easy access to 119, which is the main corridor. It's take you north to Netherland or south to Central City, Blackhawk, shoot you out to I-70. You're probably about 12 minutes back to Blackhawk, probably about 30 minutes to get to I-70. Flat, usable land there, beautiful paved driveway, nice mud room, yoga room, plant room, bay window to sit with your bay. Nice big kitchen. Looks a little 90s in the kitchen, but looks good. Good space. Formal dining area. That's one of the things that I say. Sometimes people like they have this giant table that they love and they're like, it has to come. So the primary or the formal dining area is a deal to them. But a lot of people I'm just seeing they like an eat-in kitchen with a little dining area. Cool big walkout basement with a kitchenette. That's a kitchen. Got a full kitchen downstairs. No fridge. They got a freezer over here, looks like. Cool. Looks good. Siding looks good. All right, there you go. Oh, you got another garage there. You got four, so two car and then another one down around the back. 805 Lodgepole Drive, asking price 799,000. All right, Evergreen. Second Evergreen property this week, I think. Witter Gulch, back in Witter Gulch, rustic charmer here. 2667 Witter Gulch Road. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,471 square feet. Built 1976, sitting on 1.07 acres. How far are we from Stagecoach? All right, so you're going up the hill a little bit here. So this Witter Gulch runs all the way up to kind of like the Echo Hills area. I'm guessing it's 8,500 feet of elevation. So you'll be coming down Witter Gulch, nice, straight shot over to Stagecoach to get you back out to Evergreen Parkway, take you down to the lake there. Clear Creek County, so slightly better taxes. I'm not gonna show the problem. Tucked in the trees there. What do these guys have over here? What are we doing? A big old sitting area. That's cool. Let's check out the elevation. What did I say? 85. I'm gonna get 86. I'll say 8,600. 2667. Witter Gulch. Oh, shit. Close. Close. Driveway looks brand new. Siding looks great. Deck looks great. Oh, look at that room. That is a hang. I love it. Don't see any heating or cooling in here. I get the fireplace in the same room. Okay, on the other side. No, that's a different room. All right, so I think this little annex doesn't have heating. Yeah, it's hard not to love. I like the moss rock. I wish it would have went up to the top. That's okay. Cool. Nice big kitchen. It's light, it's bright. Some of these wood like log homes can feel dark. So this one's great lighting. Little office up top off the primary there. Nice. Yell at the deer and the elk coming by just nibbling. Just, get the hell off my lawn. They don't care. That's the thing that people say is like you see the deer and the elk along the road. They're just so used to people up here. Deck looks great. Cool. Usable land. Carport. Garage. Check, check. Looks good. 799,000 what they're asking for Witter Gulch over here. Floyd Hill area, we're going to 1255 Highview Drive. This is a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,651 square footer. Now, Highview or Floyd Hill is, I'd say, similar to Kings Valley, where a lot of you might have an acre. This one, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,651 square feet. You have 1.6 acres, but you're basically on the hill here. So a lot of unusable land. There you have it. You get the north facing view. This one actually looks like it's facing northeast, which means which is good because you'll get a lot of good sunshine in the morning. Driveway coming off of there doesn't look too bad either. Cool. Just right here, shoot you down. Hey, a little barn over here. Hey, a little sitting area. Little shed. Siding looks like it could use some love. Well, let me show you the area. The other thing to always look at this is one of those areas too. I think it's good to take people over there to check out on a recon trip. It's for some people, it's not for others. you get thrown off by the great view. And yeah, this one looks like it's facing east. Morning sun, awesome. Um, Denver, the city of Denver is probably right over here somewhere. You get that twinkle though. Well, let me show you on a map. The other thing to look at with these Floyd Hill homes is how close you are to I-70. This one's a little bit further up here. So you're still about probably 10 minutes to get back out to I-70 here. It looks like you're at the back of the road there pretty much. So what, two houses beyond you. Solar, nice. It's like the house looks so small for right here, but it's got a big old booty on the back. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I was confused. I saw these counters and I saw this counter. I thought it was a different kitchen. Same kitchen. Cool. Nice lighting fixtures, newer windows. Those black out all the black outline windows are a good sign it's new. That's such a modern change we've done to the window sills. Cool. If you like rocks, there you go. Tons of rock outcroppings. I mean, this is one. It's like such a stacked house, such a tall house. You got to get in there to feel this flow. Nice big primary though. Nice. That looks like that's a expensive retaining wall there. Yeah, they did a good job. Put a bunch of work into this. Cool. 849,000 what they're asking for. But you're living on the edge. Going over to Conifer, this is 10972 Milliken Avenue, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,280 square feet. Ooh, here's where we are. Price at 850. The seller's purchase for 875. That's the world we're living in. Built in 2003, sitting in 1.03 acres. Ullman Park Road. So a little bit neighborhoody. This is unincorporated Jefferson County back in here. A little less restrictive on what you can do. It's what do I say, 8 minutes to get to Ullman Park Road. So you're probably about 12 minutes to get back out to Aspen Park area. So not too far, somewhere you could live and get down the hill if you want to still work down the hill. If you have to work, if you don't have to work, bless you. The siding looks good. Could use a little bit of love for the next few years here. Cool. That's where you eat. In case you didn't know, you can eat anywhere, but that's I'd say they should put a sign that says prepare. Right? Prepare your food. Eat wherever you want. Nice bar stools. Nice granite counters. Like a bar stool. Eat-in area. Yeah, a lot of people like this type of thing anymore. Eat-in kitchen with the dining room right there. Cool. Nice big primary. Looks like a king size bed. Not bad. Not bad. Cool. Paint looks good. Yeah, looks like they maintained this well. To the moon and back. Took me a second. To the moon and back is what that sign says. Cool. All right, looks good. Asking price for Milliken is 850,000. Next up, going over to Evergreen Meadows neighborhood. This is 9149 Fallen Rock Road. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,990 square feet. It says it's one of a kind retreat with breathtaking natural beauty, modern updates, and legendary history. That's where they all come together. Sitting on 1.38 acres, built in 1961. So Evergreen Meadows, your oh, it's kind of, I guess you could still call this Evergreen. Yeah, Evergreen Meadows. You're right. Actually, was this Conifer or Evergreen? Yeah, Conifer. So you're right where Evergreen and Conifer kiss on the south end there. So Barkley Road will take you back to this property right before you hit the nice dive bar, the well right here in the corner. But all easy access, get back down the hill. Fallen Rock Road. You're at the very end of Fallen Rock Road. You'll hear, you won't hear 285, but you'll hear a little bit of the traffic on 73. You got Flying J Ranch across the road. Good hiking, good mountain biking, and some of these homes on Fallen Rock, they're like very narrow road, narrow driveway. This looks, you get some usable stuff here. Nice metal roof on a bunch of the house. Like a barn. Do they have horses over here? I've never gone back this far on Fallen Rock Road because you can't go any further. So nobody's driving by. Kids can play outside. Don't have to worry about the traffic. That's fun design. There you go. Cool. I like that ceiling. Excuse me. It looks like boiler heat there. Yep, there's your boiler tucked back in the corner there. See it? You see it? Splitter, so that's the air conditioner in there for you. Cool, that's a fun little funky character. Characteristic, like a shower full character. What would you something that has full character? Character full? I don't think that's right. A little ADU over here. Nice. Yeah, that's spacious. That's cool. You got the mother-in-law suite, you got the teenage kid. You just want to rent out one part over here. Rules are a lot less restrictive about renting things out you when you live there as your primary. I like how they shaped that to the rock. Nice touch. Nice view. That's Flying J Ranch over there. Cool. Like it. Really nice spread. I'm surprised how much flat usable land you have over here. Open house today, 12 to 4. Asking price 899,000. 16687 Ouray Road West over in Pine. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,752 square feet. 4 acre lot built in 1994. Ouray. So off of Pine Valley Road. Back about where you get to Pine. So about 15 minutes up Pine Valley Road. I believe Pine Valley school bus route, but it is a little bit of ways, maybe even 20 minutes. I think I'd say 15 to get back to Pine. But there's a Zoka's restaurant. You're not too far from the dive bar. One of my favorite dive bars back in here is the Buck Snort Saloon. Mountain biking, off-roading, fly fishing, if you're into all those things. Pine Valley area is the place to do it. So cool. Unique property, unique area. 4 acres too. Let me go look at that plot map, see if we got it. Ooh, Ray, kind of up the hill there. Yeah, it's kind of just your flat, usable area. And that's just, this is all a hill. Yeah, Crystal Lake, that's a cool hang. Cool. Yeah, great spot, especially if you're into like mountain biking and fishing. For sure, this is your spot. Cool. Windows look updated. Big open plan there, floor plan. Cool. What do you guys? I'm gonna try to go over to see the Odyssey today. Anybody see the Odyssey yet? I I heard it looks dope. That was really my thing. Sometimes with those, like the movie Troy and stuff like that, it's like you hope they do a great job. I think the Napoleon one, I really think they did him dirty on that. They made him look like such a soft beta, and it really bothered me about the Napoleon one. But this, the Odyssey, looks like they did it right. Big shot. There you go. Cool. It's Crystal Lake right there. Where Michael, or not Michael Myers, Jason. And was it Crystal Lake where Jason died? I think that's a different Crystal Lake though. 9-2. I'm sorry. What was the price on that last one? 899. You guys gotta just make it 900. But okay, you do your thing. 114 Star Lane, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,746 square feet, 5 acre lot, built in 1999, fairly new. End of the road here. So kind of the North Berlin Ranchettes, Roland Road, take you right back out to 285 there. So back in Bailey, right along the creek there. Wonder if you have that. Wonder if you run up to the creek. No, it looks like it's on the other side. Where is that creek? Kind of running along through here. Some of these creeks back in Bailey too, they dry up or get really low in the summer. All right, nice flat land. The view, you got a dope view. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's a great view. Yep. Double oven. Well, we got a pantry. So that what did I say, the house built in 2000, 2006, or something like that. So you got a lot of the modern things like the pantry, the primary bedroom, primary bathroom, garages, all those things. Great views. Um, cool. This walk-in closet. Big old boiler system there. Look at all those zones. Those are your different zones for your boiler. Nice garage. Cool. Nice deck. Looks good. 114 Star Lane asking 925,000. Let's keep it going. Rollinsville. Look at this big, I don't know what you call that, octagon. You want to live at the pentagon or the octagon? We'll see how many sides we have here. This is 480 North County Road. You get back in Blackhawk, you get back over in Rollinsville, get some unique properties. I love this. I like my dream is kind of, you have this property with like this. It looks like you have a long ass driveway to maintain though. Yeah, you do. I don't see any other houses along the way. But it's nice, wide, it looks graded in the middle of nowhere. But you're driving along here and people are like, where the hell are we going? And then it opens up to your property and it's like, so great tree mitigation. That's what they did there. A lot of money cutting down trees. Look at all the space for all the vehicles, RVs. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 100 1,851 square footer, 16 secluded acres, end of the road. Built in 2000, so yeah, it's fairly new. Do we not even have a map over here? Come on. Let me refresh. You got no map for us? End of the road. Okay. Back up a little bit, see where we are. Okay, so Rolandsville, so close to Netherland. Netherlands just up the road here. End of the road. There you go. We'd find out who maintains that road. Looks like you're back into some national forest here. One, two, three, four, five, six. What's that called? Sextagon? Sex. What is? Love the view. What's up? Near death experience. Remind me your name, near death experience. Good to have you back on here. I know I've seen your handle before. But yeah, I love how much look at this. Even over here, there's a lot of usable acreage. What a great secluded property. You gotta have the toys though to plow that driveway. Great excuse to get the toys. No, six is pentagon, right? Seven is no six is hexagon. Pentagon. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Um, six is hexagon, right? No, seven is oh gosh. Somebody help me out. What is six sides? Is six the pentagon? Seven is hexagon, eight is octagon. Do I have that right? Sometimes I talk and I'm like, these guys. I'm good at real estate. I'm good at some things. It takes me a while, and I've taken a while to get good at this, but sometimes I really show my Youngstown education. Look at that view. Is this what you're done? This the view that you're talking about? Because yeah, I get it. That's epic. There's no one around you. You could hunt on this land. Hexagon, thank you. What's pentagon? Is that seven? So hexagon six, pentagon seven, octagon's eight. Wow, that's embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as that person that came on and is talking about the UK. And I'm like, I didn't know that it was three different countries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thanks for being on. Thanks for chiming in and supporting my education. This looks good though. I mean, sometimes these unique shaped homes make it a little bit unique for furniture and stuff, but I think this is not odd. Not it flows. The primary bedroom is huge. 16 by 15 with a deck. Big primary. That closet, that's a big primary closet. Big primary bathroom. Yeah. Spacious. That's sweet. Above it all. Who's got the bag for this? This is sweet. I like it. You just that road, you just gotta be able to you got the truck with the plow, right? Maybe they're gonna throw this bad boy in for you, but that's what you need. Sometimes people will have a truck, no tags on it or anything like that, and it's an old truck and its one job is to move that snow, plow that driveway. Cool. Asking price 945,000 for 15.7 acres. Going over to Conifer, Pleasant Park Road. I like Pleasant Park Road. Is this the house? It must have a million acres. Let's see. It's 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,200. Oh yeah, there it is. 47.74 acres. That's what the price is. And off of Pleasant Park Road, that's a school bus route right by Aspen Park. Um, built in 1955. You know, just past Olman Road. It's probably 10 minutes. to get back out to Aspen Park. Nice, easy driving here. Nice flat driving to get back here. And I like Pleasant Park Road and Robinson Hill Road. Sometimes you get the good view. This one kind of looks like it's tucked in the trees a little bit. Where's that house? Here it is. You get a little pond over here. Over here, excuse me. The Zins give me hiccups sometimes. All right, let's see it. Interesting property. I mean, getting 45 acres this close in Conifer, there's value in that. They don't sell 45 acres that often over here. I thought from the outside to the inside, I thought it was going to be worse. It looks like from here, it looks like deferred maintenance. This isn't bad. Some new carpet. That's a good shell. Kitchen's big. Remodel that kitchen. That's a win. Leah Collins, first time chiming in. Welcome to the channel. Where are you watching from? And so no stove. This kitchen needs remodeled anyways, right? This house needs remodeled. You got 45 acres though. 45 acres, under $1 million, and rebuild it. The other thing, Texas. Yeah, we get our Texans coming in here. Which part of Texas? We got Christian and Allie, if they're still on here. They're from Austin, Texas. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, a lot of Texans, Floridans, Missouri. Get a lot of you guys starting to watch in the summer. It's like the heat. Beat the heat. Yeah, maybe this is a teardown for you. It looks structurally sound, but maybe it's a teardown. Maybe you add on. What was great, one, the acreage. I'm going to keep coming back to that. Usable acreage, pond, hard to come by. But you have the electric, you have the well, you have the septic. The septic might need upgraded because was this only a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house? So they do the septic based on the size of the house. So if you're going to maybe you just make the rooms bigger or something like that. But that infrastructure is expensive. I mean, a septic could be $45,000. Electric, I mean, running it back to this property, depending on how many poles you need to put in, and then drilling your well, that's $10,000 per 100 feet is kind of the average that we put out there. So you have all that in place. I really like it. I think it's the W. If you want land and they ain't making more of it, here you go. 950,000. That's unique. Morrison going over to Hilldale Pines area again, back at it. It looks like I got some iPhone photos. I'm going to roll through this one. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,163 square feet. Sitting on 2.02 acres, built in 1981. Hilldale Pines, like I said, off of Turkey Creek, not too far from what is the back end of there you go, Hilldale Pines. It's kind of almost Ullman Park Road, so you'll probably actually come out this way more often, just because this is so windy, a little switchbacky. I don't know. Choose your adventure, but you're right in the back of it, unincorporated, Jefferson County here. Looks kind of a traditional house. If you want to look at this one more in depth, go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, or go back up earlier in the chat. I put all the homes here. You can check this one out more in depth. It's not blowing my mind. 975. This one seems high. Seems high for what you're getting, but wish you and the seller the best. The listing. All right, we're going to Evergreen Meadows, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3,891 square feet, almost double what that last one was. This is 8497 South Cluster Lane, 1-acre lot. Thanks. Oh yeah, Damn, I just got hooked up with the best oatmeal, walnuts, fried bananas. Hell yeah is right. Thanks, girl. Um, cool. Let's look at the area here. Cluster Lane, Evergreen Meadows. So good area. Are we not gonna get the map? Not gonna give us the map. Evergreen Meadows, though, is right between there we go. Took it a second. Oh, so this is the what do they call this? Valley View neighborhood over here. So you're just down the road from Aspen Park. You're right where Evergreen Conifer kiss. I like this neighborhood over in here. It feels a little bit more wooded than a lot of the meadows part. So Evergreen Meadows, you get some of these houses in that's what it's called, the meadows. In the meadow here, they don't get much coverage and sun, or they get a lot of sun beating on them. But this one's tucked in here nicely, just the right amount of trees, solar, a usable acreage. I like it. I like this area. Let's see if they tell me, is it Valley High neighborhood? Yeah, Valley High Ranch Estates is what it's called. I like it. I like the area already. Good square footage. Deck looks good. A lot of furniture in here. Look past all the furniture. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Good floor plan though. Moss rock fireplace. This kitchen, nice primary with the patio, the deck. Why would we put that? Wait, we're doing professional photos. Did you maybe like miss this room so you came back to take an iPhone photo? Yeah, what are we doing? Cool. What is happening in the bedroom photos? But looking under here, deck looks decent. I don't know. Some of this looks, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe inspectors. I have amazing mountain inspectors specifically for mountain homes, so they would look with some of these boards. You're just looking for things kind of like twisting under pressure or rotting. They'll typically rot at the edges. What is happening with the photo? Little ADU downstairs. I'm very upset with these photos in the basement. There you go. Flat usable land. Cute probably. Looks like maybe a couple add-ons like this. Let me go to the end there. This from me, this like this might have been the primary house here, and they added this on. So sometimes you'll see like electric heat over here, and this is all boiler, but I don't know. Looks good. 980,000 is what they're asking. New door. Yeah, new door for sure on that one. All right, we got a new construction. These are the condos up behind the Safeway right off of Evergreen Parkway. I'm gonna blow through this one kind of quick. They're nice. They're new construction. Good area, easy in, easy out. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,721 square feet. Monthly HOA is include insurance. Well, they don't cover. They cover maybe the exterior of the home insurance. They don't cover the inside. $350 monthly HOA. So what they say by insurance included. My Wi-Fi hurting today? What's happening? So what they say when the insurance included, the HOA fee, the $350 a month will cover the exterior. So typically roof, siding, landscaping, trash, snow removal, stuff like that. Your insurance just pays for the interior envelope of the property and your personal belongings. So it's typically a little bit less, but there's not amenities over here. 52 homes back in here. They're still building them. They're right behind Evergreen Parkway, right back behind the Safeway, like I mentioned. You got the Safeway right there, and right before Troutdale neighborhood. But easy access out to the lake and everything like that. But I'll just flip through the photos here at a high level. I mean, it's new, it's modern, it's spacious, almost 3,000 square feet. There you have it. We're going to keep it moving. Go to my website if you want to see that one more in depth. Are we on the lake over here? 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,024 square feet, 4743 South Cedar Road is what we're talking about here. I love these little houses around the lake. If this is one of them, you don't typically have a large lot. Lakefront property, steps away from coveted Evergreen Lake. 11,000 square foot lot. That's decent. I see a lot of like 4,000 square foot lots over here. Built in 1914, one of the original homesteads. You're not lakefront. You're not lakefront. You're lake adjacent. I guess this house isn't in your way, so you get the lake view, but lakefront. That's like when some agents will say mountain view. You're like, you look out one window in between the trees, between the electric lines, you can see it. No, you're not even gonna see the lake. You're not gonna see the lake. You got all these houses. No, I'm not gonna say I'm calling bullshit on K Bohan, but I thanks, babe. But I like K Bohan, so we won't talk trash, but I'd say lakefront is a stretch. Not maybe just an outright lie. An outright lie. But I'm here to help you guys not get deceived. Cool. I mean 1914 house, so typically smaller rooms, you don't have like a big pantry typically, you don't have a big primary typically. All right, lake, there's a lake view. I don't know where they wrote C on that pillow, should say lake. Fearless. Okay. All right, it's cute. It's cute. Homebody Club. Cool. Cool. It's cool. I got really excited though. Maybe I got too excited for it's nice. It's great. Great location. I just saw lakefront. I got overexcited. All right, it's cute. Good house. I didn't see the parking though. Let's see. Parking is sometimes unique over here. Yeah, it looks like this is your parking. Careful of that tree at night. Cool. All right. 1,135,000 for the Lakeview house. Going over to Morrison, 20907 Horsebit Way. Kind of an older homestead area. It's called Homestead Neighborhood, but you'll typically get an acre or so over here, which is nice and easy access back down the hill. 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom, 4,400 square feet. Big old house, 2 acre lot. There you go. I said a couple acres. Did not lie. Close. You're gonna hear 285 though. A lot. So that hum of traffic is always gonna be there. Nice entryway though. Modern, nice updates. Very beige. Very neutral vibes. Big primary. 5-piece ensuite. Everything looks a little 90s to me. But move-in ready. I mean, move-in ready. Just updates needed. Update as you go. That highway though, I know it. I know you're gonna lose some buyers on that highway. Nice covered deck. Nice sitting area. Nice hot tub spot. Cool. Looks good. 1,250,000. If there's any of these two, if I start swimming through any of these too quick for you guys, and you're like want me to pause, let me know. Eagle Cliff. I feel like is this the one? No, the Doubleheader Ranch. Okay, I'm just talking out loud, thinking out loud here. 24043 Eagle Cliff Trail in Conifer. This is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,638 square feet. 10.8 acre lot. Nice. The double header ranch, though, sometimes you get these $1 million properties right on the highway. Oh, this is the one. Now this is relisted. This was relisted. Uh, Gotten comments about this one. Wasn't this one listed? Maybe I might be thinking of a different one, but I don't think so. The No, this is the one. So the last stretch here is a little bit wily. I feel like they had this listed at like 980,000 last. I'm gonna check the history on this one real quick. 5 years ago. No, no, hold on. I'm gonna do some investigating on the side. Then I'll share my findings here with you real quick. But I feel like this one was just listed, and I had somebody asking me about the price on it, and I thought could have sworn it was like 900 because the view and the land and the acreage is awesome. The access was a little bit wild, but I'm I don't think I'm losing my mind. I think I know. Be right with you here. So Eagle Cliff Trail. Yeah. Oh no, it was 1 point okay. They had it at 1.39, down to 1.49 before they went off the market. So they had it listed in April of this year for, I mean, they've been trying to sell this one for a minute. Still the same agent. They've been trying to sell this since June of last year. They started off at 1.7, came back on the market January this year, had it at 1.497. Then they came back at 1.479. Now they're down to 1.29. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not losing my mind. It's that access. This is a good one to drive up to see the road there. But I mean, it's epic, epic views. Beautiful house. I'm just gonna kind of go faster because I've done this one before, shown this house before. I'll show you the views. Mm, keep going. There you go. That's a good office. Look at the office with those views. Oh yeah. Oh, that desk is kind of perched up there uniquely though. Turn around. And there's 285 right there too, so you'll have the hum. But that's sick. Can't deny that. But you got a little bit of the road noise, crazy access, beautiful home. Um, yeah. It's that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it in the mountains. It's like, yeah, such a beautiful, amazing home. It's like a piece of artwork. Uh, as far as like pricing, you put it out there, see how the market responds. 1.7, the market did not respond well. I think they bought it for like, I want to say, I'm gonna go back actually and look because I think they bought it for like 1 point. They bought it for 1.3. So they're taking the big gulp and taking the hit here on this one. I just got to get back to where I was real quick. Recent searches. Yeah, these guys bought this house for, oh, I lied. I lied. They jacked the price up a lot. This yeah, they bought this for 940,000. So they're still making real good money. Back in 2021. Now the market has changed. This thing sold in 2000. I shouldn't even be telling you guys. This is going to make you not want to buy anything ever. It was before that it was transacted in 2017 for 493,000. That's crazy. Crazy market. Feel bad for all of us millennials just getting into the market and Gen Zers. All right, next up is 2920 Olympia Lane. This is Evergreen, Evergreen Highland Estates. I love this neighborhood. Sunday today, 12 to 1, 12 to 2, we got an open house. My eyes are going crossed walking through all these homes. Um, getting mixed up with my talk track here. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3,413 square feet, sitting on 1.16 acres, built in 1973. So I like this neighborhood. It is a little bit older. I prefer this isn't Highwan Estates or Highwan Hills. I'm full of Highwan Hills is the area I really like. This is more like the Highwan traditional Highwan area, which you find more cookie cutter homes over in there. But one acre is actually pretty good for the Highwan area, so that's cool. I like the exterior. I like the curb appeal there. Flat usable land, good tree mitigation, 2-car garage. Taking this into the basement first. Unique move there. Typically with my photos, I like to walk you through the house, take you through the front door, take you into the kitchen, show you the living room, pop into the primary, any rooms that are on that same level, and then take you down. Nice primary though. That TV, I mean, the TV is kind of a weird spot. Oh, you know what? No, they did it right. I'm going through the photos backwards. Guys, I don't know what's happening at the end of this video. I don't know what's happening. All right, we're going backwards. Hey Nick, I got you on my live stream. Oh, call me after. All right, love you. Talk to you soon. Bye. My team captain there. Cool. All right, let's look at the kitchen. Yeah, it's good. So good. I like this. I like that entryway. All right, there you have it. Let's keep it moving. What do we get? It's 10:30. All right, I'm gonna pick and choose here. 10:30. I'm gonna start being a little bit picky about which homes I take here. We'll hit this one here. This one, Sawmill Creek Road, looks dope. I didn't do a Genesee one. I'll do the Genesee one for you. Link's Lair is kind of a unique area to talk about too. What up, Nick? There's Nick, purely Colorado. Go check out my team captain, Nick, throwing down. I'll hit Independence, and then we'll hit the top of the. All right, so I'll do like 5 more homes here. Wrap it up. Um, they try to shut it down 10:30. I mean, 2 hours or so is a good time to be rolling through all these. This is 29721 Dorothy Road. What do you got going on this weekend, Nick? We got a good crew on here. We got a bunch of Texans. I guess some Missouri. I forget where a near death experience is from. Reminding me what a six shaped home would be called. Be a six sided shape is a hexagon. We're Dorothy Road, open house today, 12 to 2, 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,741 square feet, 2.27 acres, built in 1989. Rockin' Denver. All right, cool. Which part of Denver? So this is off Brook Forest Road, kind of back up in there. Up, would you go up Columbine to get here? Where we at? Or we by? Where we by here? Okay, cool. So, good location. You're not very far. You're probably like 6 minutes tops. 6. I'm gonna say 6 to get back out to the Evergreen Lake downtown area. Um, coming off of Hatch Road here, so right by Three Sisters, right by the high school, right by all the great hiking, biking, mountain biking, all kinds of good stuff. So sweet location. Nice two-car garage. Deck looks good. Siding looks good. It's that before the treks, they had this type of composite decking, which holds up well out here in these mountain conditions. Cool. Get a bread container on the right there, but isn't this a bread box? What that? Isn't that what that's called? Nick, how many houses are you selling this weekend? All of them? I have all of them. It's a narrow. I guess that's actually bigger space. They got that china cabinet in there, but looks a little tight with that in there. Fridge kind of catty corner. Yeah, it's unique. Nice cock. Cool. All right, interesting. All right, we're gonna keep going. You guys go to my website to look at that. I thought it was gonna be a little cooler than it was. I want some uniqueness for the extra time. We're going into extra time. You want it to be exciting. We're gonna go Sawmill Creek Road. Two closings this week. That's my boy right there. Floyd Hill neighborhood. Back over to Floyd Hill. 4561 Sawmill Creek Road. Top of the hill, it looks like. Four bedroom, four and a half bathroom, 4,235 square feet on a 4.7 acre lot, built in 1996. Newer house here. I mean, still 30 years old, but newer. Not too far up there, far enough away that you're not going to hear I 70. You might see the twinkle of the traffic going into the mountains, but I like that. And then you're going to have a sweet, epic view here. Three-car garage, nice. And Floyd Hill, actually, I was saying like Floyd Hill, you get acreage, but fairly unusable. Being at the top of the hill here, you got a lot of flat usable land. Great access for Floyd Hill. This is a gem for Floyd Hill. Right here is the Central City Parkway. That's that line cutting across the hill there. So epic, awesome views. Light, bright, a little bit darker in the winter since it's facing north, but since this one's at the top of the hill, this is probably going to be not a problem at all. Nice splitter. So you got air conditioning up here. Look at these windows. Look at this room. Stacked Mox Rock wood burning fireplace with the blowers. Heat that room up real nice. Big Moss Rock fire. I'm digging it. Spiral staircase. This is a concrete counter. I dig it. Views probably out every bedroom. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. I mean, usually, Floyd Hill, you got a lot of hill right behind you, but this one's kind of on a little like jut out there. So I take it back. You're not gonna have to worry about this being like a cold home in the winter. You'll get good because the sunshine. You're too close to that hill. You don't get a lot of sun in the winter. But this isn't that. This is a very well done Floyd Hill property. This is a good one for us to jump into. Another wood burner downstairs. Cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Dope. Sawmill coming in strong. 1.37 million. The other one I was gonna say I was gonna do the no, I'm not gonna do the Genesee one. This is on Current Drive. This is a these are townhomes. They're giant townhomes, 3,200 square feet. But this is a duplex townhome thing. I believe so. I mean these driveways are all kind of the same here. Let's see. Is this a single family home? Maybe it is a single family. Anyways, I'm not gonna do the Genesee one. I talk a lot about Genesee. We're gonna keep it rolling here for time's sake. Let's see. I said I was gonna do the Lynx Lair one. Lynx Lair, just because I want to talk about the area. It's unique. These you're getting newer homes built over here. Not ton of land. The homes aren't too far apart, but you're gonna have an epic, I'm guessing, epic Mount Evans or a Mount Blue Sky view. Used to be called Mount Evans. Now we call it Mount Blue Sky, but you're gonna have a sweet view. Open house till you got one more hour to shoot over there. Three bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 3,055 square feet. What I wanted to talk about on this one is the access. So, get a lot of newer homes built up here. It's right off of Brook Forest Road. This one's not too far up. You might not have as epic of a view here. Yeah, you might not because like the it's a little tougher to get up to this part of Link's Lair. Typically, I would just shoot out Greyhawk to get out to Berry to get out to um 73 connects you to down to the lake there or up to the lake or down to Aspen Park. But Link's Lair, the access, it gets steep pretty quick right in here. This home's right here, so you get two quick switchbacks. This actually is not that bad. Let's see if we have the views though on this one. Newer, modern, sleek, sexy, sturdy. I love seeing a big steel beam running through the house. Nice sturdy open floor plan, waterfall countertop there. I mean, this is sick. But Link's Lair, I want the view too. So many of them have a great view. That kitchen is sick. Ooh, yeah. Nice Trex decking there. You do have a little bit of the mountain view. I don't know if you're gonna see Pikes Peak or Mount Blue Sky. Whoa, big unfinished basement too. Cool, cool, cool. How close is it to the next neighbor? I guess it's not gonna show me because oh 2.2. Shoot. I was gonna send this to a client, but 2.2 is gonna be too much for them. Next up, we got now we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the last two. I gotta get out of here, guys. We got 26344 Independence Trail. This is a six-bedroom, five and a half bathroom, 5,062 square footer. Sitting on 10.67 acres. Gadzooks. Look at that freaking view. North Turkey Creek neighborhood, six bedrooms, five and a half bathrooms, 5,062 square feet. Where are we? Independence Trail. All right, so you're back up behind. You're on like Bear Mountain area. So I don't think it connects to Parmalee Gulch. So yeah, so you're taking Little Cup Creek here, coming back. So you're still probably about 15 minutes to get back down to Evergreen, but you're likely gonna have Mountain View and City View, which is awesome. There's the Mountain View. There's Evergreen Lake down below you. What a great view. Hang on. Load it. Load it up. Oh man. See the lake there, Mount Blue Sky. That's insane. Nice 2-car garage, great landscaping, amazing curb appeal. Uh, I mean the acreage, but you don't really not too much usable. You like rocks? Look at those rock outcroppings. Uh, hell yeah. Yeah, this is sick. Who's got it? Who's holding the bag? Look at that. Wake up to that. I feel like that this is like the best positioned house for that view. Damn, they nailed it. Look at that. You're like center on Mount Blue Sky there. They got the tinting on those windows, which is nice. You see the storms coming in. No, I got like 5 minutes left here. Oh yeah, double oven. So secondary. Is that the main kitchen or secondary kitchen? That's ridiculous. Who doesn't want to bathe like that? This is totally a walk around the house naked house. Jeez. Giant. I'd be distracted by that all day. Just gazing. Looks like an ADU on the property too. The Fox Den. Sorry, I'm chewing a piece of bacon as I do this. Nice. That's a great place for like the extended family and everybody else to come through. Love it. Beautiful home. Independence Trail representing 2.8 million. And lastly, but not leastly, because it is the most expensively, we're gonna go up to 940 Twisted Pine Road in Genesee neighborhood. Look at the layout. This has got to be the gated area of Genesee here. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm glad we're not skipping on this. 4 bedroom, 6 bathroom, 4,640 square feet, built in 2019. 2.67 acres. Amazing location, amazing in and out. Yeah, this is the Genesee North. So there's a lot of like this Genesee area. This is like right by the park, so you can get there through the park access here, or you can come down through Genesee Vista to get to the clubhouses and everything like that. But this is crazy. Let's go. This is like rapper money. This is Colorado Buffalo's NIL money. How many Porsches do you need, buddy? He said all of them. Love the stone, love the tile roof. Look at that entryway. Oh, like one, two, looks like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 parking spots. I mean, for your 8 Porsches, banana sandwiches. Look at that. The heaters, the TV, the fireplace, the view. Isn't it annoying that this is just like not annoying, but aspirational maybe, but like your fridge door has 2 handles because it's so freaking big. Oh no, I lied. That's a little looks like a little wine side there, your condiment section. I don't have that big of fridge money, so I didn't know that it had 3 doors on it. Steam shower, giant his and hers closets, nice office facing the little courtyard there. Wow. Nice sauna, workout room, mud room for the toys. All the garages. Look at the landscaping, the hot tub built in, the heaters down there as well. Amazing. And you get the like a whole home generator out there. That's a big one. With four Porsches. No, that one looks like an Audi, an R8 with the car. Oh, yeah, because you have more cars than you have room for. Because you have more Porsches to lift up. What are we doing? I mean, all the right things. I'm guessing. This little like little bar nook area. Hang. Maybe not a bar. What? What? What the what? So amazing. I could go through that one again, but we won't. We won't. So that is the top of the list, the top of the heap. Lastly, but not leastly, because it is the most expensively, Twisted Pine Road going for 4,695,000. Absolutely beautiful, dialed in. I'm guessing maybe that's a heated driveway too. Let's see, heated floors, soaking tub. Um, Yeah, maybe not a heated garage. Okay, cool. Not maybe not the heated driveway, but okay, we'll cut them some slack. Incredible house. Let's go, let's buy it. If you guys want to see all these properties and more in all their glory, go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com. I am your mountain realtor. I got your back. Typically we'll start off with a buyer's consultation where I'll get a good feel for the level of mountain living and budget and point you in maybe some areas that you haven't thought of or know of yet. So go to my website, hit the contact us, fill out the form, and we'll be in touch. There's other ways to get a hold of me too, though. You can hit me directly on my wireless communication device, like my team captain Nick did just a few minutes ago. Hit me up there. Hit me up on my email. If you're watching the replay, you got questions, you could drop those below. I love you guys. Hit the like button on your way out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next weekend.